Hey, it's Coolio if you don't know, and it's time for another session of Shovelware Scavengers. So for anyone who doesn't know what this series is, I have only so far run it one other time, so that makes sense. Um, so there used to be a series that ended about a year ago or so called Shovelware Diggers, where Chris Osick and his dig team went through the 2000 Shovelware Games compilation by Softkey. It went 300 episodes and then stopped, despite the fact that there's still a lot of crap left on this compilation. So we're going to take a look at some of it. And if you do !scav table, you will find this link that just popped up in chat. You can take a look at the list so far and pick something out that you might want to see. So let's get things started by taking a look at this DOS screen. And how do you contribute a something to look at? Scavenge, if you will. I've just opened up two redeems called Scavenge an Open Site or Scavenge a Successful Dig. If you look at the list at that link, anything that is in white, red, or yellow is available to be dug up here. You just go into Scavenge an Open Site and you type in your request like this. And then I will take a look at it. If you want something that is gray, in other words, it has showed up as a successful dig on Shovelware Diggers, that'll cost you 3,000 points. If you just want anything else, it's 200 points. If you dig up something that is red, that was a failed dig in Shovelware Diggers, and it may not work. So, buyer beware. So we do have this list up here that I'm going to be chronicling everything that we find here by platform, category, folder. If we can figure out the name of it, put the name. I've added a new column for reg. So if there's a registration fee, we'll put it there. If it's freeware, shareware, whatever, put it there. And any notes that I might want to make about it. And then there's the quality, which that has 6 possible values. In order from top to bottom, it is treasure, which is the best of the best. Relic, pretty good. Curio, interesting. Trinket, not really worth talking too much about. Junk is just straight up bad, and trash means it doesn't work. So something can be good but trash because we can't get it working. So yeah, let's get started with my first request. CHUKALUK. Turn this off. That was in DOSGAMES. Arts, I think. CHUKALUK. Okay. This version of CHUKALUK is a beta version. It's very close to being the release version, but there are still a few minor things that have to be done before version 1.0 comes out in the next week or so. It's been a very long week. Hey Zero, how you doing? and Tyrion. So please keep that in mind when evaluating CHUKALUK. Okie dokie. And let's see how much this costs, if anything. The registration form. CHUKALUK is $20 for single. Oh, geez. This might be BBS software, and that is not going to work out so well if it is, unless it has an offline mode. Well, we'll see. Nothing to it but to do it. That's definitely BBS software. I don't know if it's gonna work. Sure. Does it work now? Nope. Okay. I'm going to call this trash as BBS software. I'm not going to be able to make this run in any sort of way here. So let's go ahead and file this off. Look. Trash. That's BBS software. All right. Next up. We have from 0. Oh, right. I need to mark these as CHUKALUK. This and put it there. Okay. And now we have DOSGAMES Arcade 2. Gobman 10. Okay. See what we got here. Gobman is a Pac-Man clone with a few nice twists. Collect bombs, chests, and special red dot to use against the monsters. Nice graphics and good gameplay. Big butt software. Better have goblins. And looks like this costs $10 plus $3 shipping. So not much else here. Let's get to it. Godman by Felipe Mateus. Okay, that's our tile screen. Excellent. There we got for controls. Okay, that's probably going to be pretty straightforward controls, I imagine. Fire button to use bomb. Okay, we got bombs here, I guess. So yeah, it's straight up Pac-Man. So with a slightly different maze. Also, we have bombs, and I don't know what the deal is with these. We don't currently have bombs. Okay, so they do have different follow patterns. This maze feels a little bare bones. Oh, we have different mazes though. including ones with larger corridors. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna eat you! We have not found any bombs yet. Fozzie Bear would be disappointed with the lack of waka waka noise. Oh dear. Yeah, that was gonna happen eventually. But yeah, this is why wider corridors is not a good thing in Pac-Man and or clones. Because it's real easy for the ghost to then box you in like that. At the very least, it does make some effort to do a little bit of its own thing. But we haven't seen bombs though. Like, I want to see bombs. I'm going to try this one more time. If we don't get bombs, then we don't get bombs. There's a 1-up. Also, yeah, it's a little too easy to just make a beeline for another this game's version of a power pellet. Also, there's a bunch of dots that are just boxed inside of power pellets. So, oh geez. Okay, so that's our first level done again. So yeah, this was $10, huh? I mean, I guess it's not bad. The problem is this is not legally distinct from Pac-Man. It does do things a little differently, but like this can easily be mistaken for just regular Pac-Man if you don't know the difference. It's Godman. Toad's different. Oh. So much for that 1-up. Orange. Hopefully I can get these without a... Okay. Is that a bomb? No, that was this. Okay. There are power downs. excuse me, there are power downs in this game, understood, and power ups. And there we go. We have a bomb now. Let's find out what the hell this bomb does. In the next level. Okay, so the bomb is just a screen clear, understood. So yeah, I guess for $10 this is kind of competent. I don't know if this would really hold my attention for too long, but it's okay. One more dot. There we go. Another bomb. Also, check that out. While time is frozen, the ghosts have no eyes. That's kind of eerie, honestly. Also, as is correct with Pac-Man, it seems like ghosts can only turn at intersections and can never double back. What is incorrect behavior is when you get a power pellet, it's supposed to immediately reverse their direction. Okay, now we're experimenting with non-symmetrical mazes here. Banana. Banana. B-A-N-A. N-A. N-A. Oh. Also, you can anticipate corners. Very important feature if you're going to make a Pac-Man clone. Being able to call out your turn before you get to it. Collision's a bit aggressive. He's still going, huh? Okay, so I think actually, like, if I observe a little closer here, the ghosts actually do double back when you get a power pellet, but only at the intersection. And it's like the one time that they're supposed to turn around immediately. Oh, geez. Well, good run. That was Godman. It's alright. I don't know if it's legally distinct, but it's sufficient. Let's put it on the board. So that was DOS. Okay, 2, Godman. That was $10, and I would say I would call it a curio, honestly. It's all right. It does original things. but it's not really something that I would spend too much time on. Also, it was made by someone in Quebec. Interesting. There's a couple of games here that were made by Quebecers. Okay. It's Markov Godman. And next we have Tyrion with DOSGAMES Arcade 2 Mad Zero V101. Oh, there we go. Yes, do this correctly. There we go. Ain't much here. Let's start with the dex file. This file contains all the stuff I forgot to put in online help screens. Oh, what are these controls? Okay, okay. So UI. Okay, so it's centered around the K key. Why they didn't use the numpad is beyond me, but whatever. I mean, this is a DOS game. This is the this is very much the Wild West of software here. My scores something. And another Quebec author from Chicoutimi. I can't find a price in here, or really like anything about the game other than the controls. Also, weird that you would have an online help system and not put the controls in it. That seems like a pretty big omission. Let's run it. Oh. Oh, I think I know what this is. Okay. So we start in the middle there. You might see it. There's a middle red dot type of thing. And we have to run into these numbers. Let's say I were to step on the 3 on the right. That is going to step forward 3 spaces. And the whole goal is to cover as much of the board as possible without running into an edge or a space that we've already stepped on. I haven't played this specific one before, but I have definitely played a similar game on this compilation. Try to go all the way across if we can here. Okay, but like, given that this is a puzzle game, I can forgive the weird controls. Oh, but you can use the numeric keypad. You can use it. Okay. So the other controls are just in case you might not have a numeric keypad, which I guess not all keyboards did back then. Hell, not all keyboards do now either, but that's a different story. Let's see. I think going diagonally up and right would run me into a wall there. Up and right here should be fine. I'm only going to play one round of this. I realize this is not exactly engaging gameplay to watch. But I am going to make my best possible showing that I can. Oh, okay. So there are no valid moves here, and so I am stuck. Oh well. 475 points. That's okay. You want to start a new game? Nah, good. Oh, and then it just leaves me on this screen, I guess. So it doesn't let you make an invalid move. As soon as you're just out of as soon as you're out of moves, that's it. Game's over. Understood. I mean, the madness can be found in the fact that it is definitely a visual clusterfuck. Let's see, where was that? Mad V101. Mad V101. There we go. Let's put it on the board. Arcade 2, Mad V101. Madness. I would call it a trinket. It's functional. It's a good game to just kind of idly play, but it really ain't that much. It is what it is and nothing more than that. Okay. So the next game, there we go. DOSGAMES cards CANASTA. Okay. Okay. So I guess let's start with help. CANASTA is a card game which was developed in South America and was imported to the United States in 1948. It was originally known as Argentine Rummy and supplanted both Gin Rummy and Bridge as the most popular card game in the US for some time after its introduction. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this because I know how to play Canasta. It is basically a melding game. You're trying to make sets to reach a minimum score, after which then you can play all of your cards to go out. Once you've reached that score and played all of your cards, you win that hand. There's also some additional provisions for certain cards, like you have deuces are wild, jokers are wild. If you throw either of those into the discard pile, then the discard pile is frozen, and you have to be able to meld a full set of 3 in order to pick it up. Anyway. Also, there was a text file, right? No, not the executable. I think that's just good deal of ski. Consistently beat the computer. You are playing with a good deal of ski. So, do I need to get a good deal on skis in order to win? Computer Canasta by John E. Thayer of Small Business Software Incorporated. Okay, sure. I it's been a while since I've played Canasta, so I forget how many points I need to start with is the thing. I want to discard the 3 of clubs. Okay. Do I have enough points? Yeah, I think I can. I think I can do this. I want to meld my 5s, my kings, and my 10s. How do I meld 10s? Aces? Okay, there we go. Also, I think you have to have certain number of canastas. So a canasta is 7 cards of the same rank, and you can have a natural canasta which has no wild cards, which is worth more than if you have any wild cards in there. Anyway, discard the 3 of clubs. Nope. Our opponent has opened. So we want to draw a card. Can't do anything, so discard the 7 of hearts. Discard the 9 of hearts. There's 2 9s in there now. I want to meld those 10s. Okay, now I can meld the 10s. I don't know why I couldn't meld the 10s before. Maybe I didn't have enough points. I don't know. Anyway, discard the Jack of Clubs. No, don't do that. Exciting. So in order to not discard the card that I was going to discard, I have to specifically put in an invalid card, I guess. Discard the Queen of Spades. You know, there's 2 queens in there. Okay. Discard the 6 spades. Crap. Yeah, the computer like that. Draw. Meld the ace. Discard 4 parts. No. Discard 9 of clubs. I don't like where my cards are right now. That's a joker. Well, I could make it harder for the computer to do anything. Discard the joker. Of course, that makes things a little harder for me too, but at least I can discard this Queen of Hearts and the computer won't be able to pick it up. Guess I'll keep the 2. And I'll discard the 6. Discard the 3 of spades. Discard the 9 of diamonds. Oh crap! What am I doing trying to keep jacks? Well, That is a valid meld, but I can't use it because I don't have any canastas. I can't go out. In fact, if I try, there's a message that shows up very briefly that says, I don't have any canastas. I can't do that. So let's discard a jack of spades. Well, okay. Discard the jack of clubs. Can I take the discard pile? No. Okay. Probably because I already have melded aces. Queen of diamonds. Well, that doesn't help. Or maybe it does. I don't know. Let's just try to take it because I have 2 2s. Okay, can't do that. Can't directly take a 2. I could meld the 10, but that puts me in a real tough position. Do I want to do that? You know what? What happens if I try to do that? Okay, so it just lets me have an empty hand, I guess. Meld the 5. Okay. Calm down, game. Okay, so I can have an empty hand, I guess. Oh yeah, the computer does have an empty hand, huh? Okay. Yeah, it says so in the corners, it says how many cards each player has. Now, the problem is I have no cards. I don't know how this goes down now. Jack of clubs. And discard the 6 of hearts. Discard the 7 of hearts. Discard the queen of clubs. Discard the 9 of spades. Discard the 9 of diamonds. Discard the queen of spades. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do at this point because I can't grab the discard pile like ever at this point anymore. I can't put this 10 on my stack of 10s. I can't make a canasta because I don't have any cards. Neither does the computer. What happens now? I would really like to be able to use this joker. I guess I'll just keep going until the hand is over. Like, I don't know what the fuck else to do. Can't do that. Okay, well. King of clubs. Discard the 4 of spades. Discard the 9 of hearts. At this point, it's just a card identification game. Hearts. Discard ace of spades. Ace of spades! Can't take the discard pile because it's frozen. Discard the king of spades. Discard the jack of hearts. Discard the 5 of clubs. Discard the 10 of diamonds. I don't know what happened there. I think I might have drawn a red 3 or something. Wait, what happened to the discard pile? Oh, did it flip over? So what's the end game here? I don't know, man. I feel like this is just a dead game at this point. So I'm just gonna quit. That's fine. I'm also going to voice my opinions on the internet. This I'm gonna call it junk. There's way better Canasta games on this compilation. This was not very good. It was functional until it wasn't, and like then what do I do? Oh boy. I didn't see any price on it, so yeah, that was that Canasta game. I actually know one Canasta game on, excuse me, on this compilation. I think it might have shown up on Shovelware Diggers, and if that's the case, it would cost more to actually show it on here. But it had a bug in which if you have an empty hand and you draw a red 3, it would put the game into a state where you can just draw the entire deck. Like it just forces you to keep drawing from the deck until either the deck runs out or you draw the discard. And so you just get massive points for no reason. I'm pretty sure that's not how actual Canasta is played. Where's my cursor? There it is. Okay, so that was DOSGAMES cards. CANASTA, there it is. I'll accept that. Okay. Board. Okay. I'm glad that DOSBox is smart enough to recognize forward slashes as well as backslashes for directory paths. What do we got? We got a game. Let's run. The Super Disc game is an ancient Chinese puzzle. You may use the game on a trial basis for 15 days after you initially load it. The game is not freeware and must be registered to the author or removed from the system at that point. The registered version is $9.95. That's right, only $9.95. By registering, you get the screen to go away, 10 playing this rather than a mere 5, your self-respect for being among the honest, okay, and lots more fun. It's by Robert McCann of Irvine, California. This tower's a fucking Hanoi, isn't it? Yep, this is Towers of Hanoi. Yay! Well, let's do the 5-disc version, which is the hardest version. No. Yeah, there is very situated way to like do these. I just went backward, didn't I? Okay, hang on. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty good, but I doubt you can do 6 or more. Play again? Fuck no. So that was a video game. Let's mark that off. SUPERPEG. Board. SUPERPEG. SUPERPEG. That was not great, especially for the low cost of $9.95. I can do better. I can buy Gobman for $10. Yep, $10 for Towers of Hanoi. For a mere $10, you can get super pegged. I mean, if you're into that, that's perfectly fine. What do we got next? Sports. Let's see. Sports FBED, okay. Sprots. Listen, words are hard, okay? Gotta know what FBED is. Again, let's not open the exe file in the text editor. FBED is an editor for FPSF player files. Good start. We might not be able to do anything with this. Oh, the list is still on screen. Of course it is. Where is my cursor? It is stuck in the thing. Okay. Let's see, a big ugly gray screen with some ugly labels and a couple of ugly empty boxes. The very ugly program, everyone, that we might not be able to run. Please send comments about this program to a number on CompuServe or to Billy Clyde on AOL. Horror stories, suggestions, or things will be appreciated. And made in Visual Basic for DOS. Well, let's check out this ugly, ugly program, or even if we can even do anything in this. Yep. I don't think we can do anything with this. This is something that requires a program that we don't have. So let's put that up on the board, I guess. Also, I'm going to mark that as rejected. I should be marking the ones that just don't work as rejected. I did kind of miss one earlier, but it's like, I'm trying to remember how this works. We haven't done this in like a year. Sports FBED. Sports FBED. Football editor. Trash. accessory to other software. What do we got next? We got a Windows game. A WinGames. GG. Where is it? Crypto. GG is, I believe it is supposed to stand for good games. Whether or not we encounter good games here is a different story. Let me just make sure that that is eligible. It is. Before we go thinking that this has anything to do with cryptocurrency, no, cryptocurrency did not exist in 1994. Crypto is a version of the Windows version of the popular cryptogram puzzles often found in puzzle books or in Sunday paper. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was. The register version of crypto includes over 10,000 quotes and phrases for years of cryptographic fun. Holy crap, that's a lot, actually. So if this is a good program, then hopefully it's worth the value. It's made by a Kremling though, so you know, caveat emptor there, I guess. $12.95. Oh, interesting. It's $12.95 for the first copy, and then $2.50 for each additional copy. So you can buy in bulk, I guess. That's neat. Well, let's go take a look. This is the shareware version. If you continue to use crypto after the 2-week trial period, you must register it. See the file crypto.txt for details. Thank you for your support. It's very bare bones. Also, that's a really short line with enormous words. What the fuck is this? I don't know where to start with this. Okay, so we got letter frequency. That's something. Yeah, it is a cipher game. I am going to guess the most common letter being L is probably an E. And it's very easy to control. Just type in the letter you want to replace and the letter you want to replace it with. Gonna guess AJL is probably the. A is T, J is H. That is the only J though. Wow. I have no idea. Yeah, like the thing is with cryptogram puzzles, the longer it is, the easier it typically is. This one's really short, and it's really throwing me for a loop here. I don't really know, like. I'm going to guess XF is probably in. Does that give me anything? No, I have no idea. I need a hint on this. Ciphertext X is not I. In that case, X has to be an O. Can't see anything else that it would be. Everything is correct so far. This long word here, I suspect, might be exterminators. Let's try that. Oh, okay. This is the political thing. Uh, this first word is Republicans. Republicans employ exterminators. Democrats step on the bugs. Take that as you will, I guess. Let's do one more. Once again, going with the most common letter being an E. FOM is probably the, which also goes with FOMJM, which is either there or these. I'm gonna go with there is. And then NG is probably as. QX is probably in. Yeah, that's making sense. There is nothing as the thing he going to guess Z is D. Then I see the word educated over here. There is nothing as stupid as an educated man. If you get him off the thing he was educated in. Man. Yeah, it sure does, doesn't it? You know what? I think I'm good. So yeah, there's confirm probably means like, are there any errors at all? Like yes or no. Undo error. We've used, I don't know what little hint and big hint are. And then obviously solve puzzle is just what's the answer. I want to know what little hint is. Ciphertext character O is really a B. Okay, and there's only one O. Big hint. Ciphertext character W is really an I. So it's just like which end do you want to pick from? Anyway, I'm nervous about solving any more of these because like I'm good, man. I'm good. I ain't touching this one anymore. this game has opinions, and we will leave it at that. Let's see. So let's put that on the board. That is a Windows game, not a DOS game. GG crypto. I'm going to call this a trinket. Arguably, for the $12.95, there's potential value in that. But just from the two quotes that we've seen, I don't know that I want to really go digging for this. Hey, Anonymous, how you doing? Okay. So Zero wants WINGAMES GG Shark. Let's see. Shark. Okay. Card Shark. Doesn't look like it's related to Card Sharks, the game show. In fact, this looks like it is related to collectible cards. Costs $15. Can be registered in place. Made by Tony Bovey of San Rafael, California. Okay, does this come with any sets? It does. Blueprints of the Future. Omnichrome. A checklist card. Yeah, that's a thing that collectible cards had a long time ago. Is like you just randomly get a checklist card to make sure, like, do you have all of the cards, type of thing. So yeah, I don't know why this one has an asterisk, but I guess this is. I don't know what set this. Like, I've never heard of Blueprints of the Future, but okay. Yeah, no separate art for each card. Is that something that I could do, though? I don't know. Yes, I want to create a notes file. That's just open notepad, sure, okay. So I can print things. I'm not going to. I think I'm set up to print, but I don't know where the file would end up is the thing. Hey, you know what? This might crash things. I don't know. Or it might work just fine. Let me see if it outputted a file here. Sort by modified just now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it created a PostScript document, which I can open. Oh, geez, that is hard to read. But yeah, this is just a list of all of the files. But yeah, there is like no anti-aliasing on this. Okay. So apparently all of the cards in this set are worth 20 cents, except for the Omnichrome that are rare and are worth $10. So this entire set would be apparently worth $78. I don't know if this is an actual set of cards from something. Shut up and take my money. Arguably, this is useful to someone, right? At least at the time. Like you can define like you can make a set, you can insert cards. Let's try inserting a card, sure. It's card 24.5. I don't know, outer space. It is worth tree fitty. We don't have it. It is rare. You could go even further. Bulk cards are worth even less, like 5 cents sometimes. Oh, hey, DOS. This had merit pre-internet. Yeah, absolutely. Like, in a time where you are using Windows 3.1, this feels like a fairly competent program. Like, I don't know if it has all of the features that you would need for something like this, but it's perfectly fine. I don't have any use for this, but for what it is, yeah. Anyway, let's put that up on the board. So that was shark. A win. GG. Shark, not shark 100. Shark. I am going to call it a relic. It's not something that everyone would need, but for what it does, it's perfectly fine. Like, yeah. Oh, wait. So look at these bitmaps here, actually. BL89, BL5, BL2. What if? Okay, so I guess it does this while it is not registered. It just bugs you with a message occasionally. Also, I think it might have closed itself. Oh no, there it is. Okay. So what if I were to open card 89? Arguably, this would potentially have... Okay, so yeah, the cards that have asterisks, I think, are the ones... There we go. Yeah, you can have different images for these. I guess 89 is just like the actual default picture that's being used for everything else. There's the sun chip. There's the saucer. Cool. Yeah, that's perfectly acceptable. Like, for what it is, it works. Let's move on. There are no scavengers in the queue at the moment. So if someone wants to drop something in there, if you want to see the entire table, especially DOS, you just came in, and Anonymous, so you can take a look at that, and anything that is in white, yellow, or red you can redeem the 200-point redeem to pick them out. If it is gray, which means it already has shown up on Shovelware Diggers, then you have to spend the expensive one, the 3,000-point one. Okay, so we have a new one. WINGAMES GG UZBLANK. Let's take a look here. Validate the choice and... Well, I mean, I guess I can also do that. Ugh. I think what I need to do is actually, like, go out and get a massage, because, like, my back is messed up, man. Ugh. Hydration achieved. Well, let's get on with it. UZBLANK. Oh, there's a lot of files here. UZBLANK is a screen blanking program designed specifically for power-managed laptop computers running Microsoft Windows 3.x. It can also be used for desktop systems. It's blanking the screen. Yeah, it... Okay, so it uses APM to blank the screen, which means, like, instead of a screensaver that would just display an image on the screen, this will interface with an APM compatible computer to actually turn the display off. The list is on screen. Thank you. UZBLANK does not waste CPU cycles. So yeah, this is specifically to blank the screen and save power. So it's mostly for laptops. Can still save a little power on desktops. We're probably not going to get really any runtime out of this. But let's see how much it costs. It costs $5, looks like. Which, for what this seems to do, perfectly fine. UZBLANK. Yep. What does this other program do? Discovers niche. Invoke APM exam. Apparently that runs... let's see. Oh boy. Okay, so this the cursor thing that I'm using is very much not compatible with having an MS-DOS prompt open. Yeah. Anyway. This was just called UZBLANK, right? UZBLANK. I'm sure this does something on actual hardware, but it won't do anything for us here. Oops. Let's mark that off. Maybe UZBLANK. I'm going to mark it as trash only because it does not work in this environment. If we had an actual, like, physical APM enabled machine, or maybe also it might also work in 86 box, I don't know. Plus box. And since I'm marking that as trash, you get your points back. Next up, 0-1 WINGAMES. There's the screen blanking. It's doing something now. Okay, hang on. How do I turn this off now? Oh, it's running as an icon. There it is. Yeah, I guess it does what it says it does. Let's revise that, shall we? I have already refunded your points. There is nothing I can do about that now. Let's call it a trinket. And I'll revise the note as useful on actual hardware. So yeah. My name's GG Cherry. Okay. I think I know what this is. Yeah, Cherry Delight. Okay. List. I'll get better at this. I say. Not actually ever getting better at it. So yeah, Cherry Delight is a slot machine. But I seem to recall this being one that I actually kind of had fun playing. Programming credits by Ultimate Software, made by Mike Comish, with testing by Matthew Rowland and Patricia Smith, and thanks to Stephen Murphy. How much does it cost? $20. Maybe. Refresh my memory on how this feels to play. So yeah, $20, which gives you 1,000 credits at the start of a new game, unlimited borrowed credits, the ability to save games, an autoplay feature, double or nothing high-low card game, additional sounds, and a statistics screen. Credit card, order now. Tyrion, oh my. So yeah, it's a slot machine. Nothing really else to say about it, but just I don't know. I'm gonna borrow a page from Marge Simpson here. I just think it's neat. You can set the speed that the reels go. You can bet 1 or 8, or like so 1 at a time. You can bet up to 4 on each line. Wow. Okay. With a bet of 36, paying off 128. Now, because this is the shareware version, we don't have the double or nothing game. Okay. So we got some cherries. It's not bad. Take my money. I need to win fake money. Oh, wait. Now you can bet up to 8 on each line. Let's go. All or nothing, baby. Man, this is not working out anymore. Well, one last pull. Let's go. Well, we won on one line. We're still in this. We can do it. We can't do it. We're out of coins. And yeah, in order to be able to play again, we have to close the game, reopen it, go through the next screens and all that. But I don't know, like there's just something about this game specifically that just kind of hooked me. So for a while I was kind of messing around with this for a little bit. I don't know. I kind of like it. Yeah, it animates the spin and everything. It has a lot of good features for what it is. Is it worth $20? I don't know, but it is at the very least competent, and I had fun playing it a long time ago. Charming delight. I would call this a curio. It's $20. A little much, but it's all right. It's all right. Scroll this down a little bit. Mark that as accepted. And next on the list is a DOS game. Also, so what was it? I don't know, but I see this directory name and I'm like, that sure is a name, isn't it? Let's see. I saw this earlier on the list, so I know that it's valid, but still going through the proper idea of playing a slot machine game without the gambling real money part. So what do we got here? Blackjack. Okay. That's a blackjack game. Dr. Jim throw 62. So is this about counting cards? Yeah, this is a card counting teacher. This is absolutely a card counting teacher. Starting to talk about Rain Man. We're counting quads. So yeah, blah blah blah. It's blackjack, but you get to learn how to count cards. Never let them catch you counting. Holy crap, $29. Yikes. This is for 1992. I don't know about that. Especially for text graphics in 1992. $29, you're asking a lot, bud. Okay, so we can set a warning on or off. Splitting and doubling is only allowed in the registered version. Standard dealer rules. You don't get to bet. It's just a $1 per hand. I guess let's turn help on. Dude, I need that warning option in real life blackjack. Okay, so dealer showing 9, we're showing a hard 12. It's kind of rough, but I think we have to hit on that. Yeah, and the H in hit is lit up, so it is telling us to hit. Hard 17. Yeah, ain't no hitting on that unless you're desperate. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Hard 11, this is where you double. Unfortunately, double down is not available in this version, so we're just going to also view chart for hard totals. Okay. I see. There's just kind of a chart of like, what should you do given a certain situation. So yeah, we're absolutely hitting on 11. 13. The dealer's showing a 2, so that's a little risky for them too. It's saying to stand. And the dealer bust. We could have hit one more time, but yeah, in this case, the dealer was fucked either way, unless we just kept hitting for some reason. Soft 20. I think yeah. Don't want to mess with that. Stand. Ah man. If we had hit, we would have changed history. But we might still not have won because that's 11 for the dealer. R9, no winner. R19, also no winner. There we go. 13 against a 10. Yeah, I was saying to hit. Yeah, that was not going to be a good time. Let's turn off help now and see how well we can do without it. Here we would normally be asked for insurance. This game is not to train you about insurance. But basically never take insurance unless you have blackjack, in which case always take insurance. Blackjack against a dealer ace. You take insurance and you're guaranteed to win. That's simple. Soft 13. We're gonna hit on that. 15. Hit it. Hard 15. Oi. Stand? No? Okay. He is in a good position with the soft ace. He'll probably not bust. You should risk a hit. Yes, I want to change. But we lost anyway. Hard 11 hit. Hard 15 against an 8. What do you think, Zero? Hard 15 against an 8. Do we hit or stand? It sucks. Yeah. Stand. Game things hit. Well, you said stand, so we're going to leave it at that, and we're going to lose. We could absolutely have hit though, and that would have given us 21. Well, okay. Yeah, it's functional. Okay, so you lost a little money. You're now in the casino's preferred customer list. Good. So that was. So first of all, mark that off the board and put it on the list. DOS cards, BJTRAIN. I'm gonna mark that as a curio. It's competent, but it's $29. I don't know about that, but for what it sets out to do, it's fine. It's just expensive for how it's presented, and I mean, the only real way to make up $29 is to try to use those quote unquote skills and hopefully make that back. So if you're lucky, it can pay for itself. You just gotta be lucky and know a couple of tricks to push things slightly in your favor. Next up, P1 double check the list to make sure. Super CR3 as a normal. Okay. What do we got? Croc 3. Well, Super Croc 3 with Sound Blaster support. If you have any Sound Blaster installed, you can play CMF music while you play the game. You have included one song called song.cmf, how you can replace the song with any CMF song which you like. It has to be called song.cmf. This costs $2. Okay. I don't know why that was an executable, but okay. So this is using actual Sound Blaster drivers. I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay. Before we examine this. Oh, sorry. Before we examine this, we're going to turn off the list. So I don't think the program that it needs to that command 5-yard penalty. We're just gonna have to play this without the Sound Blaster support, I think, because it's looking for a specific application, the SBFM driver, and that's not present on the system. So, oh well. First, you must remove one of the 15 crocs on the screen. Just select the number on the croc to do this. You play the game by jumping one croc over. Okay, well, I understand how this works. Let's remove number 5. Let's jump 12. Oh, nice little animation there. 14 to 12. 11 to 13. Hey, J-Pop, how you doing? I've probably started badly here. Just for fun, let's make sure that it understands. Yeah, that's an invalid move. I can't move 10 to 9, but I can move 10 to 8. And then I can't move 8 to 10, no. But I can move 7 to 9. 2 to 7. I'm probably not going to win, but we're going to make as much as we can here. 6 to 4. 7 to 2. 13 to 6. Well, no, we're not going to make it, but we got close, though. Uh, 15 to 6. 1 to 4. Okay. Okay, so I have to put 0, 1 to 4. What? Oh, I see. Either hit enter or number. And that's it. We can restart the game by typing A. Above average player. Excellent. I give this one more try. 1 to 6. 14 to 5. 12 to 14. 15 to 13. And not feeling particularly good about this. 6 to 15. 5 to 12. 12 to 14. And yeah, I'm stuck. Average player. Okay. We understand how this works. Let's put it on the board. First, mark that off. DOS PD1. Well, super CR3. Super. Well, I'll call it a trinket. For $2, it's all right. It's not really much to look at, but it functions. So next from 0, we got Arcade 3 Subsla 14. Try harder. Try harder. In other words, try it all. Also need to make sure. Okay. Subsla dot lots of files. Let's start with subsla dot doc. Subway Sleuth. Registration $8. Subway Sleuth is a game of underground transportation and above ground crime detection for younger players. So, okay, streets named after the vowels. That's from history. So, this is like knockoff Carmen Sandiego. In this game, the crime is always the same, but the solution is different each time you play. A world-famous precious gem has been stolen from the museum on M Street. The thief has left behind a clue that will lead you to other clues. Each clue hints at a different place in the city. Use the city directory to find the most likely place and take the subway to get there. If you choose the correct place, you'll find a new clue. Follow the clues to the missing gem and receive a monetary reward based on how quickly you're able to track it down. A record is kept of your 10 best cases. Okay, so there are two subways. There's the uptown subway, which the letters go up, and the downtown subway, the letters go down. Interesting. And then M for the map, S for search, and Q to quit. There's a fair amount here, actually. Subway Sleuth. If you cannot read the text in the line above or have other difficulty with color, press M to set display for mono. Otherwise, press any other key. It's kind of hard to see. I'm going to leave it as color, and I'll switch it to black and white if I need to. Okay, I think it was hard to see on purpose, because like if you were on a monochrome monitor, you wouldn't be able to see it at all. It would just be a slab of gray. Anyway, Subway Sleuth, version 1.4. Help, the fabulous 50-carat diamond, Klepperberger diamond. has been stolen. We can't have the police. We can't have police publicity. It must be back in time for the big reception tonight. The quicker you get it, the bigger the reward will be. The thief left a clue. A tag from a new pair of sneakers, size 8. Tag from a new pair of sneakers, size 8. So then we want to go to S Street for the shoe store. So from M, we want to go uptown. Oh, it has little animations. Okay. N. These animations are cute. I will say that. Alphabet Avenue, no spitting, $500 fine. Yeah, small streets, if only one building. I think the idea is that multiple buildings can fit in them. Just that, like, S only has shoe stores, for instance. Okay, so we get off at S. Then the train fucks off. Search for a clue. Aha! In the box of the last pair of size A sneakers, you find a rental receipt for bin 219. Rental receipt for bin 219. Maybe the warehouse? Press F to spit. Yeah, J-pop also seems to think warehouse. Let's go to W. I like these animations. This is cute. I'm like, there's like some real-time skill involved, but it's not like minute timing. Like you have a solid like second or two to press the enter button when you want to get off. There we go. Search. Aha. So under a stuffed chair in bin 219, you find a laundry ticket number 26693. So that is the laundromat. Presumably, it's not under L. The zoo. Oh, there's the cleaners though. Oh man, this is now does it loop around? I need to know if it loops around or if it stops at Z. Because if it loops around, hey, it didn't stop. What the fuck? I hope it loops because this is going to be a long trip. Oh, end of line all out. I see. Oh, yeah, that's a train on the other side. I see. Oh, that's an express train. Okay, I get it. So I think if we want this to go a little faster, I need to make it to U Street and take the express. So I would take the express to E and then take the regular train to C. All right. Get what you're putting down, game. I get it. We get off at U. We wait for the express. Oh, that's a regular train. Man, the trains sure are running on time. And now we're taking the express. Right by T. S. Oh, it's going fast too. Look at that. P. That's going to stop at O. And I think it slowed down there a little bit as it approached O station. You take me and you get on the B line, take the green car, transfer to the fourth dimension. It'll be a block away. Okay, so we want the next one. G. F. We want to stop at E and take the next local train to C. Is this the end of speed? Okay. Search. Hey, we found it. All right. Yeah, that was neat. I like this. Honestly, like it's simple, but I like this. Like it is what it sets out to be, and it doesn't really need to be any more than that. It teaches you how to use the subway, and also teaches you how to be a sleuth, more or less. Okay, arcade 3. Sub SL14. Subway sleuth. And I'm going to call that a relic. Honestly. Like, maybe it doesn't occupy you a whole lot, but like the presentation is just delightful for being like text graphics. I really like it. I don't know. It went well, and like I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Anyway, I think that's going to be good to call it a break for now. So I'm going to switch over to the break screen. So y'all can take a moment, get something to drink, go to the bathroom if you need to, stretch your arms, stretch your legs, stretch your teeth. And in about 10 to 15 minutes, we'll get some more picks and see what else we can find on this compilation. So I'll see you in a bit.